Alright, and we are back. Welcome back. That music switch. Pretty inelegant, I will admit. And kind of wildly different. Ooh, I got a thumbprint or something on my glasses lens. So, we're going back into Simon's Quest. This is a continuation of my first playthrough. My first attempt to get all the way through the game. I have played some of it in the past, but I believe we are, well, I know, we are well beyond anything that I might have played through, because I'm completely lost. I'm trying to play this as blind as possible. I call it semi-blind because, you know, some of the more infamous parts of the game have been spoiled for me. But I think we've made it past pretty much everything I knew about. And now I'm a little stuck, wandering the world kind of aimlessly. And that's what we're going to do for the first part of the playthrough tonight. I'm going to continue just wandering around. I'm going to sort of retrace my steps, talk to some villagers, and just kind of look around and think about our situation and see if I can figure out how to make progress. And if I get to where, you know, it feels like nothing's happening and I'm really stuck after, you know, hour and a half, something like that, then I may beg the chat for help. But please hold off. Please hold off until I explicitly say that I'm suspending the no back seating rule. It will stay in effect until then. Wipe my eyes with my glasses cleaner. I think I'll throw that in the wash after the stream. Alright. So, I pulled up the VOD of our last stream and got the password here. Fortunately, the password is not outrageous for a game of this type, where there's a whole lot of information that has to be stored within the password. It's a pretty decent length, and there's not an unmanageable number of characters. No lowercase, no symbols. Okay, this should be right. Okay, we still got our flame whip. We still have our massive life bar. Look at that life bar. First thing to do in this town is buy a white crystal. We already did that. Holy water, fire, okay. And let's see, we found Dracula's rib, his heart, his nail, and his ring. We've got a red crystal. I feel like we're doing really well on our items here, too. I think there are only 2 mansions left to complete. We've got to find one more piece of Dracula. I think his eye is what's left. And then we've got to find the place where Dracula lives. I wish I'd paid more attention to the order that Dracula's parts populated our menu in, because I'm not actually sure if I'm not sure if I'm looking for the 5th body part of Dracula or the 3rd body part of Dracula. I don't know if I skipped a part. I guess we're in a great position to assume that, though, because I'm in the starting town of the game. So I mean, in theory, we might have to pass the 3rd mansion on the way to the 5th anyway. So time to wander through everything over again. That's kind of what I'm getting at, Cows. A crooked trader is offering bum deals in this town. Yeah, that's kind of my very long-winded way of saying that. I'm planning to just kind of wander through the whole game again. I mean, I'm not going to go into a mansion I've already cleared, but... rest here for a while. And, you know, in an effort to at least fully attempt to do everything legitimately, I think that's our best course of action. Want to buy holy water? Nope, already got holy water. Speaking of holy water, buy a white crystal. No. A flame is on top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. A flame is on top of the 6th tree in Dennis Woods. Rumor has it, the ferryman at Dead River loves garlic. Buy a thorn whip. No. I do wonder if I were to buy one of these whips. Oh, I forgot. When you're standing in the right place, the whip wraps around the screen. I also forgot that these guys love to stand on top of you and make you talk to them 1,000 times. No, I didn't want to go back in there. Can I make this jump? That was scary. 13 clues will solve Dracula's riddle. You have a friend in the town of Aldra. Go and see him. Turn right for the Jova Woods. Left for the Lasco Marsh. A magic potion will destroy the wall of evil. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Veros. Whoop. What a horrible night to have a curse. Wonderful. It's alright, I'm ready for it. We've got the Flame Whip, we're super powerful. There's really nothing to be afraid of. Greg's Retro Channel. Welcome in, Greg. I've completed 4 mansions. And we're just getting back into the game, so I've decided my best course of action is, especially because it restarts me at the starting town, I've decided my best course of action is just to kind of wander all across the map again. The ceiling there, the low ceiling there took me by surprise. The game world really isn't that big in this game, so while I'm sure it sounds daunting to, you know, to say I'm going to go everywhere we've already been again, it's really not that much space. Not that much space to have to cover, so we'll be fine. Here's a mansion we've already cleared. In fact, I think this was the first mansion. I love this mansion at night. The blue with purple accents looks wonderful. It's alright, I can take the hits. I've got the world's largest life meter. I wonder if the upward and downward path lead to different areas here. No. Run. Very pretty colors, yeah. I mean, I love purple and blue, so you're not going to get any complaints from me about those color choice, that combination. It's not even close to being as big as the maps in later Metroidvania games. Yeah. I mean, you know, of course it's going to have a smaller map. It's one of the earlier examples of the genre. Though I'm pretty sure that Metroid's map now possess the sacred flame. We already possessed the sacred flame, but now we possess it again. Oh, but I was going to say, I'm pretty sure the map in this game is way smaller than the map in Metroid. Which I actually see as a plus. The map in the original Metroid could stand to be a bit smaller. Actually, I wish one of two things regarding the map in the original Metroid. I wish either the map was smaller or that everything didn't look the same. If there were more diversity to the locations, that would be just as good. Okay, so I think that was Dennis Woods that we were just in. Turn right for Camilla Cemetery, left for the Algiba Woods. That's not even the Dennis Woods, that's the Algiba Woods. Much smaller, Greg says. Buy some garlic. If I can afford it, yeah, I'll take some. Why not? A vampire hunter can always use extra garlic. OG Metroid can be confusing if you haven't played the game before. Me, I've played it so many times. I have the map memorized to this day. Dracula's eyeball reflects the curse. So Dracula's eyeball I do not have. I have the rib, the heart, the nail, and the ring. We're looking for the eyeball. I trust we'll find it. Buy some garlic. It has special powers. Already got some garlic. Never leave home without it, in fact. Oh, so we mentioned Thailand a couple times earlier. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the Veros Woods. I think someone else told me that. When I lived in Thailand, I fell in love with the Thai basil chicken. That's one of my favorite dishes. Not just one of my favorite Thai dishes, one of my favorite dishes. And I've struggled for a very long time with trying to get a version of it down that that's close to what I had over there, and I made some tonight, and I feel like I'm getting really close. Buy some of my laurels? Yes. Oh, I can't. That's exciting. Yeah, it was dinner was really good tonight. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the Rover Mansion. The townspeople tell me, like, facts about different places, but I still really... A laurel will protect you from the poison marsh. The dead river waits to be freed from the curse. They tell me a lot of stuff about different locations in the game. To restore your life, shout in front of the church. But I frequently, like, I don't really know what any area is, so... I refuse to exchange my crystal for yours. That's fine, because I've got a better crystal than you. Good music, too. Are there any Castlevania games that don't have good music? I mean, certainly some Castlevania music is better than other Castlevania music. That just is the way it has to be, but are there any Castlevania games that are like universally recognized as having really bad music? Night strikes again. Welcome in, Stack Cat. Happy to see you. Shout in front of the church sounds like a punk song. You almost need a labeled screen cap map to know exactly what the town and area names are. Yeah, it could be a little tricky. So there was a bot in the there was a big follows bot in the chat earlier, and I banned it, and now it's whispering the link to me. Some have said that the Harmony of Dissonance soundtrack is bad. I don't agree, though. I haven't played that game, so I can't weigh in on that. That's a determined little bot, yes. Whispering sweet big follows into your ear. Derek Ocean, welcome to the stream. Good to see you again, Derek. Back to this game, I see. Good luck. Thank you for the wishes of good luck. I'm gonna need it. Tonight we're starting off by just sort of retracing our steps through the game. I'm looking for anything I might have missed. I'm not exactly sure where to go next. There's a piece of Dracula I'm missing yet. We're on the hunt for the eyeball. I don't even know if the red crystal works for this. Oh, it does. Whoa. Oh, that was a bad way to try and travel through there. So we've been down here. We've completed this one too. Let's just take a look inside. Oh. Let me just walk into that fire real quick. This area is familiar to me. We've done this. I beat this game once. I liked it. Not really looking to do it again. I think I'll do I'll probably end up doing a second run through this after I beat it. Not immediately, but fairly soon after. Because I think when I know where to go and what to do exactly, I'll get through it a lot faster. And then maybe we can get a better ending. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a bad ending. I've spent an awful lot of time wandering around. And that's fine. I don't need or expect a good ending on a first playthrough. In fact, it's typically better if I don't get a good ending on the first playthrough, because then I've got a powerful motivation for a repeat playthrough. And while I'm thinking about that, so we did Castlevania 64, and we played through as Reinhardt, and we got the good ending. And then we played through as Carrie, and we got the bad ending. And I don't know why we got the bad ending on our carry playthrough, because so far as I understand, the endings are all time-based, and we didn't spend that much time on the carry playthrough. In fact, I think we got through it faster than we did with Reinhardt, so I don't know why we got the bad ending. It's based on, from what I understand, the ending you get is all based on how many days pass in the game. But I don't think we let that many days pass, so I'm perplexed. Should have read what that person had to say in case it was different. Clues to Dracula's riddle in the Berkeley Mansion. Clues to Dracula's riddle are in the town of Alba. Well, there's just clues to Dracula's riddle all over the place. Same with Zelda 2. Good game. Not sure if I would play it again. I love Zelda 2. That's how I feel about Zelda 1. I say Zelda 1's a good game. I'm not sure if I ever want to play it again. I'd like to play Zelda 2 on the stream just to play it, because I've only beaten that game once, and it'd be real nice to do it again. But I'm very scared to play Zelda 2 because I'm kind of shaky on where some of the late game secrets are. I know I'll have a lot of trouble, and the last palace and the Thunderbird it's such a huge challenge. Scared to take it on again. Replaying Ocarina of Time on N64. Wish I could change the controls, but they're manageable. If you're playing with a Pro Controller, you should be able to remap your buttons, right? Or the Joy-Cons. If you're using... I don't think you can remap the N64 controller, if that's what you got. I don't have that many laurels, so I'm going to see if I can just walk through most of the swamp. I got a lot of health. I agree, but for part 2, it's the challenge. And Greg says, I disagree. I've played Zelda 1 more than any other game. I'll take you to a good place. Hehehe. The morning sun has vanquished the horrible night. I don't think I've actually read that piece of text yet. I think I talked over it last time. I refuse to exchange my crystal for yours. Okay. So that's where we got the red crystal. Buy some of my laurels? Yes. Get a silk bag from the graveyard. Duck. To live longer. The graveyard duck. I've been waiting for a good-looking guy like you. That's me, the handsomest guy in all the land. Zelda 1, I expect I'll play Zelda 1 on stream, just like I expect I'll play Zelda 2. Zelda 2 is going to be a struggle to do on stream. Zelda 1 is going to be impossible. Like, I'm shaky on some of the late game secrets in Zelda 2. I'm shaky on the early game secrets in Zelda 1. I'll see you at midnight on the riverbank. Sorry, pal. No time now. Maybe later. I don't remember reading that last time. I'll see you. I believe that was going to be the same thing about the riverbank. It's probably bad policy to assume the characters are repeating themselves when I'm actively on the hunt for information, but... Oh, dreamy. Hey, the game gives me a compliment, I'm gonna take it. What's everyone's favorite Zelda game? And Stack Cat jumps in immediately, not missing a beat. Faces of Evil. Greg says, Ocarina of Time. 5 Foot Giant says, I started Breath of the Wild and got stuck and haven't touched it in 8 months. Get a silk bag from the graveyard duck to live longer. Been waiting for a good-looking guy like you. I want to get to know you better. popular guy in this town. Turn right for the Dead River, left for the Saddam Woods. Cal says Breath of the Wild is my favorite. Another streamer I watched, someone gifted me a sub, I wasn't in there. That happens to me a lot. Especially because I usually, like... I'll usually leave my computer, like I'll usually leave a stream playing on my computer or my tablet, and then I'll walk away from it, and like, you know, the streamer will go on a raid, and then the next streamer will go on a raid, the next streamer will go on a raid, and then I come back to my computer like 6 hours later, and I've been through like 4 channels I've never heard before, and I've got 2 gift subs. Derek says, mine's Link's Awakening. StatCac says, probably unironically, just because I made so many YouTube poops. I have every line memorized from listening to it 1,000,000 times. Greg says Breath of the Wild is my second favorite. Derek says I don't like Majora's Mask, but I'm going to give it a chance when it's on the N64 online. So I would say, I don't know, Breath of the Wild might be my favorite Zelda game now. It's hard to say. It's hard to say because like it's hard to even consider Breath of the Wild in the same category as the other Zelda games. I kind of feel like you need 3 categories: the 2D Zeldas, the 3D Zeldas, and Breath of the Wild. I would say that Link's Awakening is probably my favorite 2D Zelda, and Majora's Mask is my favorite 3D Zelda. No one said A Link to the Past. Shocking. I like A Link to the Past quite a bit as well, but I think I like Link's Awakening even more. I don't know that I'm really, I can't say that I found anything new. I don't know that I'm anywhere near making progress, but I at least feel like I'm getting more familiar with the map. You know what? I'm just gonna take the damage. What's the point of having a gigantic life bar if you're not gonna use it, right? Sorry, I'm just taking a moment to get kind of caught up here. Majora's Mask is very hard. Majora's Mask can definitely be challenging, especially when time is not on your side. Link to the Past is a great game. It's not my fave in my top 5. Vintage hardware is so scarce in Australia that even broken stuff is selling for ridiculous prices lately. Need to play Skyward Sword sometime. I haven't played Skyward Sword either. That's one I actually don't even own. Skyward Sword. I think every other Zelda game, even the ones I haven't played, I own a copy of, but that one I don't. I might not survive much longer. Okay, good. Oh no, I don't even know if this town has a church. No, I don't own a CDI or the games to go with it. It would be a lot of fun to get one, but I'm not made of money. You kind of have to be to buy a CDI and a library of games for it. I wish it wouldn't change from day to night and vice versa while I was in midair. It's too scary. AVGN did a video about the CDI. He paid a lot for the Zelda games. Yeah, and that was several years ago, right? Mid-jump, I know. It's too scary. My heart can't take it. I don't think there's a church in this town. The worst part of that is now I've wasted all this time looking for a church that doesn't exist, and it's gonna be nighttime again. Back in the late 2000s, they're insane now. I believe it. I mean, I know. I haven't looked recently, but I have looked at them before, and don't make me stay, I'll die. Don't look into the Death Star, or you will die. Not worth it. I don't know. It depends on how much money you have to throw away. If you got more money than you know what to do with, there's definitely worse things you could spend it on. Oh yeah, blocks. Well, there you go. There you go. If you got $1,000, it could all be yours. This is a mirror image of the other one. I don't know if I observed that before. This is where I got the flame whip, if I remember correctly. Yeah, the person down there. Vegemite is delicious, Sparrow says. And StatCat says, I liked it. I've never tried Vegemite. I guess I would do it if I were offered some, but I would also be very scared. I'm such a picky eater, I think the odds of me not liking it are probably very high. I don't remember where I've been and where I haven't. It's not a good situation to be in. Oh no, I'm being damaged. Now I'm out of laurels. Did I throw a garlic in this graveyard before? I think I did. Well, it did nothing. Alright, maybe not nothing. It did help me with the enemy. I know I just sent myself way back onto the other side of the map. It was necessary. I think now that I'm happy with where my basil chicken recipe is getting along to, I may be on the verge of beginning a very monotonous diet. Oh no! Oh no! I wasn't paying attention and I jumped right into the water. I make efforts to try new things when I come across them. I'm usually afraid, because most new foods I encounter I expect to not like, and I'm usually right. But I try everything I come across at least once. But once I've determined I don't like something, I'm not very willing to give things multiple chances. Unless I've wound up in one of those terrible situations where someone has cooked a meal for me that I'm expected to eat, and courtesy demands that I suffer through it with a smile. I should have bought more laurels. I wasn't thinking. Now we've walked all the way around the world again, though. There's still 2 areas of the map that we haven't taken another look at, so... Even though I haven't really found anything new, I'm not discouraged yet. I'm falling along with the food conversation here. And yeah, anything, I mean, just think of how many, like, pre-prepared things that most of us eat in the US, and they're all filled with sugar and salt. Obscene amounts. I use very, very little sugar when I cook anything. But I do use a lot of salt, more than is healthy. The only way that I the only way that I kind of balance that is that I try to have only one meal that requires salting a day. So if I'm going to use way too much salt, at least I only do it once a day instead of at every meal. It's not a perfect solution, but it's the best I've got. Oh, hang on, I missed something here. I recall watching these shows on TV, very rich Americans living in California showing off their amazing houses. It was crazy the amount of money spent on the kitchens, and guaranteed would barely get any use to boot. You could say what a nice oven you have, and the response would probably be, what's an oven? I mean, Sparrow, do you really expect they're going to air a television show displaying the homes of working class people who know how to do things like that? It's television. Only the hyper rich appear. Stone bench tops for days. I may or may not be one of those Californians that has a fancy kitchen that doesn't use it much. Now I feel obligated to do a cooking stream. So cows can follow along and get some use out of that fancy kitchen. Imagine that being the first comment someone saw coming back. Stone bench tops for days. I have a not fancy kitchen that's beat up. House I live in is pretty old. The house I'm in is pretty old too. It's from the I think it was built in the early 60s. But it's in good shape. I would love to drop 20 to 30,000 on a new kitchen. The dream. No, I wouldn't expect working class, but it's crazy that the people that seem to need it the least have the best of everything. I definitely agree with you on that, Sparrow. To be fair, I do know what an oven is, and I redid the kitchen while I had the house in renovation mode, so it could be a feature when I go to sell it. Oh, I don't want to think like that at all. I never want to move again. I hope I'm buried in this house. No. I feel like I've done a really good job at those blocks until just then. That might be the... Like, I feel like that might be the first time I've fallen into one of those. We all have dreams. I want a PlayStation 5. It was that point where I realized watching any kind of, quote, reality TV was a moment of my life wasted that I could never get back. and to appease people that don't deserve, and to appease people that deserve it the least too. Having a beautiful kitchen is more the reason to want to use it, no? To use the beautiful kitchen or make it dirty for purposes of keeping it clean, just don't use it. Oh yeah, everyone in this town hates me. Turn left. Why is the middle of the word left a different color? For the wicked ditch, right to go north. You've upset the people. Now get out of town. Fortunately, I don't seem to be plagued by that, that particular line of thinking. Like, I take my figures out of the boxes and I throw the boxes away. I mean, I even threw all my disc cases away, so... You know, I try to avoid destroying my things on purpose, but the point of having things is to use them. And if that leads to their, you know, if that leads to a if that leads to their quality degrading, so be it. Alright, so somewhere around here is an area where I've got to figure out how to do something new. I like all the, I like the autumn feel that these woods have, and as soon as I said it, we're out of the autumn. Nothing I own maintains its resale value. The only town that has an appropriate response to you breaking into houses, fire whipping everything, and throwing holy water everywhere. I guess you're right, those people know what's up. You remind me of this oven at work. This oven a work colleague was looking at, who too would probably never use it, that was able to self-clean by essentially turning itself into a kiln and charcoaling everything inside. Yeah, I think mine does. I think mine does that too. I've never used the feature. I think that's pretty common. in the States at least. Can't speak for everywhere. So here's one dead end where we've got nothing going on. So there is like potentially something over here that I just haven't found yet. Oops, I didn't mean to use laurels. At least in my case, most foods don't agree with my innards, so there's no reason for me to bother with anything aside from super basic stuff. Certainly not common here, not as a cleaning mode anyway. I mean, I'm sure you can turn anything to charcoal if you try hard enough. I don't really believe anything of value is going to happen here, but might as well try everything I can think of. I should have been using my shield more. It's my fault I've taken so much damage. I've never tried throwing a piece of garlic over here. Worthless. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's an invisible staircase. Isn't that weird? Beware the golden knife. Alright, so the other area, as promised, this is taking a long time. The other area where there is potential is, there's another graveyard, and it looks different from all the other graveyards. And one of the townspeople, I think it was one of the townspeople, did say to me something about digging a grave. I actually think that that's the area that has the most potential. I think that's downstairs. Yeah, I love the fall colors. The only thing better than the autumn is the winter. There are a lot of nice little touches in houses overseas that we, for some reason, just don't have here. Double glazed windows, for example. Even something as simple as the overflow in the sink and the integrated plug system is rarely a thing here. We got a good old piece of rubber for a plug, and if you overfill the sink, then have fun mopping. Even the inside doors are nicely insulated and shaped to form into the door frame and create a seal. Not the case here. I would never have guessed that those kinds of features were commonly missing in Australia. That is surprising information to me. And yet it's far, far more expensive to own a home here than in the US, go figure. Let's live here together. Sure, I've got a ring. This is my marriage proposal. It seems I was rejected. Depends on where you live here for a house. Alright, so this is the other graveyard. And it seems like there could be something that I need to do here. I don't know if maybe I can push one of the tombstones. Find a passage underneath. I don't know if I just need to, like, kneel and pay my respects near one. I don't know why the ground is a little lower here. That's suspicious. This grave is very suspicious. I don't remember if the graveyard continues or ends. Over here. It ends. I feel like I've come from the other direction around here before. I'm gonna have to throw my fancy knife at one of the graves. Maybe I need to go to the mansion and get an oak stake and come back and throw an oak stake at the grave. By now I'd use a guide. Probably not a bad idea, but I'm not worn down just yet. Let's live her together. Throws holy water at her. A decent house. StatCat says a decent house where I live runs at least 300k, and I don't live in a large area. Probably around 400k Australian dollars. You can get a place for 300k in my area, Sparrow says. Just we are quite far from the city too. I'm considered borderline rural. There are less apartments and condos, etc. too, although we are now starting to build those, and it's purely because developers are creating false scarcity in land. Greg says, with all due respect, gamers today are too quick to use guides. I'd hate to see some people playing games in the 80s when there was no internet. So it's often not that much cheaper. Very true. I mean, I'd never have figured out the tornado part of this game. I'd assume my game was broke. That was surely the kind of thing you wrote into an NES magazine to get help on. Knowing to use crystals to open the way to a mansion, I remember kneeling at every dead end with a crystal equipped after that. Well, here's a dead end. No dice. So I know that the rib gives me a shield, and the nail lets me break blocks. I've not figured out what the heart and the ring do, if anything. I must say, I do not have faith in my ability to figure this out. Just gonna throw garlic everywhere. Yeah, I don't know what to do. If there's something I'm supposed to do in that graveyard, I am not figuring it out. Do you have Dracula's eyeball yet? No, that's what I was saying. I am confused. Well, I was saying before that I don't know what order the items populate in. I've got the rib, the heart, the nail, and the ring. The eyeball is the last one that I'm looking for. No, I was thinking out loud before about that, actually, about not having the eyeball, because the thing about that is I'm not sure if the items that we collect populate in our inventory from the left to right. So, like, I don't know if I've completed Mansion 1, 2, 4, and 5, and I skipped 3 somehow, or if they just populate in a random order. I feel like they populate in a random order, because I feel like I got the rib, and then the nail. And then I don't remember the order of the ring and the heart. So I do think that the eyeball is in Mansion 5, and I have not skipped Mansion 3, but I can't say that with absolute certainty. Ready for a hint? Yeah, you know what? Go ahead, Greg. Point me in the right direction. We'll ignore the no back seating for one moment and point me in the right direction. Because I kind of think it's beyond my ability. The streamer I follow, he's Aussie, but he spent so much of his time playing MMOs online with his American friends that he has picked up the accent, but it's so strange he flip-flops between Aussie and some sort of American accent too. Alright, thank you. I actually came fairly close to figuring that out. But not close enough. I couldn't do it. I talked to him earlier, the first time we went to him. I checked it. I made sure we had the first time we talked to him tonight. I believe I checked and made sure I had the ring equipped. because I thought that would get a different reaction from him. Ah, if only I'd tried the heart. If only I'd tried the heart instead of the ring, I could have done it. Woe is me. But thank you for that. I call him my Yankee Doodle Aussie, and I think he kind of hates it. I figured that out by sheer accident. I had the heart equipped and forgot that I did. I went to talk to him and got a different dialogue. Yeah, so I remember the instruction manual said... The instruction manual says that he'll know where to take you based on what parts of Dracula you found. And I did a lot of talking to him last stream because of that piece of information, but I didn't... It never occurred to me that having a different piece equipped was specifically what I needed to do. I thought having it in my inventory would be enough. And then when I talked to him tonight was the first time I thought, oh, maybe I should equip my most recent Dracula piece. And I didn't remember what it was, so I just went with the ring. Oh, if only I had gone with the heart, I would have accidentally found it too. But such is life. Can't always figure everything out. You'd think just having it would be good enough. I agree. Yeah, that's what I thought. The odds were never in my favor of me. Were never in favor of me accidentally talking to him with the heart equipped, because I still haven't figured out what the heart does. So I would never be there. There would be no reason to run around with it equipped. I tend to always have the nail equipped. I don't have it equipped right now, though. Go ahead and put it on the heart. Oh. Alright, we're going to be making progress again. At long last. At long last, we're going to see something new. It's thrilling. Progress palms. Know that feeling after stumbling around for hours to finally see new areas? Sure is a long way around to this guy. Let me show you the way. Huzzah! This looks awful similar to where he usually takes us. Have I been bamboozled? No, this looks new. Make sure I have the nail on so I can look for passageways. This, I don't know how it comes across on the capture, but this mansion is very hard on the eyes. But that guy's way up there. Or if there's an invisible staircase. I'm not finding it. Frownie's the king of remaining calm? I don't know about that. I definitely, there definitely are a few games that can get me bent out of shape, but... Try not to let that happen too often. Am I soft locked? I think I am. Said, you're much more calm and chill than I was when I finally found this mansion. I was practically healing. Yes, finally. One of my smart lights connected to Wi-Fi just let off some magic smoke. Okay, we're good. I think maybe it's time to unplug that. I seriously have had it with these things. I'm not even entirely sure what a smart light is. You just control it, just a wall-mounted light you control with your phone? Programmable light? Okay, well I know where the steak salesman is. I don't know how to pay him a visit yet, though. I might have a fancy kitchen, but all my lights are dumb. That was not good. I don't approve of that. It's just a light bulb you put in your standard light outlet that has Wi-Fi built in. It allows you to turn it off and on or dim. Some allow you to change color too, but that's not my thing. Hey, I've got a light. I have a light bulb that's kind of like that. It changes color and whatnot. I have a couple of them. I thought I would use them in my room on the stream, but they don't look very good. I think the problem is I'm so close, I'm so close to my CRT and my laptop screen and my tablet screen that even if when I turn the different colored lights on, it doesn't matter because all of these things that are immediately in front of me, they overpower any other light that I would turn on in the room. At least they wash the color out, so. Electronically lit, no need for actual lighting. I mean, I do have a lamp on over on the side here. I've experimented. As I'm sure you've noticed, I've experimented with my lighting situation quite a bit. I feel like this is the best I've been able to make it. All right, death battle time. I don't want him to push me out the door. That was the easiest death battle in all of history. You now possess the golden knife. Didn't I already have the golden knife? Well, I guess I didn't. Alright, well. Golden knife victory. Now possess Dracula's eyeball. Alright. Go ahead and equip that. Death is back. You know what? I'm gonna fight him again just because he's such a jerk. Alright, victory. Let's get out of here. Easy mansion. Everything about this mansion is easy. That's a lie. That's a lie. You know what's not easy about this mansion? Getting to it. But once you're here, nothing to worry about. Oh, there's a book over there I never read. Wait for a soul with a red crystal on Deborah Cliff. Hey, where'd he go? Where'd he go? That enemy went right through the wall and was never seen again. So I think I sequence broke the game. Because that book, Wait for a Soul with a Red Crystal on Deborah Cliff, I think that is the game attempting to tell me about the tornado, which I've already done several times. Oh, the eyeball shows you where the hidden stuff is. That's what the eyeball is for. So, I don't think this was supposed to be the last... I don't think this is supposed to be the last mansion I did. I might be wrong about that, but... I mean, this game has a lot of problems, so... I guess it wouldn't be too surprising that they would give you the hint you need to figure something out after you'd already passed the thing. I don't know how you're supposed to obtain this book. Well, that book will forever remain a mystery to me. You were too intimidating, the enemy just ran away. Ran right through the wall like a cartoon character. I wonder, if you look at that wall from Simon's perspective, I wonder if you see like an enemy-shaped hole where he burst through the wall and ran away. remember if the spikes are a one-hit kill or not. I think they are. These jumps. Who thought these jumps were okay? Those jumps are completely unacceptable. I'm not sure if this is new area or if we've looped to old area. I'll give you a diamond. Interesting. I guess the diamond was worth coming over here for? Night Shift, welcome to the stream. Good morning. How's the game going? The game is going all right. It has forced me to break down and ask for help, but I put everyone through a painful amount of wandering before I did. And we've just made a bit of progress. I'm back to wandering again. But I am more equipped than I was before. Let's see if the... Sure, I'll take you to a good place. So I think he's going to take me back to where I've been before now. It's hard to tell. Everything looks the same. This is the first town. This was the first Castlevania game I played at age 11. Rented this and was frustrated, not knowing what to do. Cryptic indeed. The first time I ever played any Castlevania game was a little bit of my cousin's copy of Castlevania 4. So that would, I guess, technically be the first Castlevania game I played. Though we didn't play much of it, and I don't remember anything from it except that the bat coming out of the tombstone terrified him, and he didn't want to play the game at all after that. The first Castlevania game I really played, like where I rented a game myself and sat down with it and tried to play it and beat it, was Castlevania 64. You also rented Castlevania 4? Yeah, I played through that for the first time a couple months ago. I finally got around to going all the way through the game, and it's pretty fun. I will say I prefer most of the other classic Castlevanias, but that's not to say it's bad. I feel like I probably have all of the items in the game now. I don't know. There could be 2 more items, but I kind of have my doubts. We've got the 5 pieces of Dracula. Now I just need to figure out where do I go to put him back together. I'm thinking I need to re-examine the dead ends that I came across before. I'm thinking that graveyard with the big tombstones is the most is the place most likely to contain a valuable secret. So that's the direction I'm heading. Oh, these stones are just the worst things. What's a book doing out here? Dracula's nail may solve the evil mystery. I'm not very impressed with this diamond, I must say. I'm almost... I've come so close to falling in that water so many times. Isn't that weird? I've never noticed this. Never noticed this about the game. The screen can't scroll properly when you're jumping. Like the scroll pauses until you finish. The scroll has to pause until you finish jumping. I was stuck down in the bricks. This game's falling apart. What'd you think of this game's Grim Reaper / Death Boss battle? What a joke. The Grim Reaper in this game, the Grim Reaper, the death is so wimpy in this game. I would say you could use that as an argument to remove this game from the official canon. The characterization of death is so wrong. What a wimp. Now, why would I ever do that? Oh, so you can answer for me, Greg. Now that I have all the Dracula parts, did I get them in the wrong order? I feel like I must have. There's another book. There are hidden books all over the place now. Dracula's evil knife blurs Camilla's vision. Nothing makes sense to me. I don't think I'm going the right way. I think I've made an error. It doesn't matter as long as you have them all. You can get them in almost any order you want. Fair enough. I just feel like I feel like maybe I got them in an order the game didn't intend. fought so hard to come to come all this way, and now I'm just turning around and going back. Hang on, did I see something over there? Guess not. Yeah, I figured out I was going the wrong way. I think that's the town where everyone hates me. I like how sometimes you can get like these really high jumps off of those moving blocks, but I don't. Yeah, I figured out what you meant. My brain sort of auto-corrected that. Alright, so I want to check out both of the dead ends around here. We're going to go with the bottom one first. Now that I have the eyeball. Maybe I'll see something I haven't seen before. I got it equipped? I do. Just checking if anything's real obvious at first. And nothing was very obvious. Got a diamond now. Everyone knows that diamonds break tombstones. Except they don't. All right, Greg, I need you to back off again, please, with the help. When I asked for a hint, I wanted one hint. So this looks like we are... It's okay. It's all right. I suppose I didn't make it clear, so you know, no worries. You're fine, you're fine. I think we're approaching the end here. I picked the right path there. The other was a dead end. I'm getting so much slowdown. You see this? Going to the left is kind of normal, but going to the right? It's like I'm moving through water. Alright, here we are. So I know you can cheese Dracula really easily with the fire, and I'm gonna... I might resort to that, but I'm gonna try not to do that. Oh my goodness. I mean, I have the flame whip, right? So... Oh, all right. So I want to get to the center as quickly as possible, I think, and then fight him from the middle. I wonder, I think the slowdown here is intentional because they want to make this more dramatic. I think that there's actually intentional slowdown there. I want him to move. There we go. Wow. If you don't cheese him with the fire, he's really tough. That looked like a glitch. What, the way Dracula moves around? Oh, it might not. I didn't actually see it. It might not be capturing right. He blinks, and when he moves, he blinks so fast that my capture might not be able to pick him up correctly. I'll try and glance at it and see what it looks like for you guys. Oh, that was it. He's super easy. I still didn't catch what you guys saw. Alright, well, here we go. Victory. The battle has consummated. Now peace and serenity have been restored. To Transylvania. This is a very slow text crawl. Cat Killad, welcome to the stream, Cat. Thank you for the GGs. I'm here for this. Oh, I missed something there. Something about removing Dracula's curse forever. You, Simon Belmont, will always be remembered. For your bravery. And courage. All right, and that's it. Well, that seemed to end rather abruptly. But hey, we did it. A victory. Gotta use the... Thank you for the trophies, cows, and thank you, Stat Cat. Gotta use the watermark version. Were you... I don't remember. Were you... Stat Cat, were you the one who said the watermark... emotes were oppressive? Before? I don't remember who said that. Yes, the oppressive watermark versions, despite how funny they are. Oh. All right. Well, we made it through. I didn't expect to do this. I'm very happy we did. So yeah, this game very, very confusing. I don't think I could have solved any of the mysteries of this game if I'd been playing it for 1,000 years. It's a good thing that so much of it was spoiled for me. That's very cryptic. I do think, aside from its opaqueness, that it is a lot of fun, like, to explore and traverse the world in this game. It looks good. It's got some great music. Some of the platforming is all right. The moving blocks are terrible, and the bosses are disgustingly pathetic. I don't know. I don't know. It's definitely a very weak Castlevania game overall. It's the rest of the games in the series really sort of dwarf it with their majesty. So we've got an hour left. There's a bunch of things we've been working on. Why don't we put it to a poll? All right, so we've got two Nintendo 64 games that we've been working. Actually, you know what? We've got three that we've been working. Well, I've already got one on the schedule for tomorrow, though. So never mind. We've got two Nintendo 64 games that we've been working on, like a level at a time, for a while now. Doom 64 and Space Station Silicon Valley. So it'd be nice to knock out another chunk of one of those levels, and I will let you guys via the poll decide what we work on for the last hour of our stream here. So if you would kindly turn your attention to the poll and vote for either Doom 64 or Space Station Silicon Valley, I would appreciate that, my friends. I would be happy with either game. I need to make progress in both of them. And I feel like I struggle with both of them, so no matter which one we choose, I'll probably only complete a level, maybe two, if I'm really, really lucky. I would say that I've been having roughly the same amount of fun with each game. Doom is a lot of fun. I don't feel like I'm particularly great at it. Space Station Silicon Valley is very interesting. Like, it's weird. It's weird and fascinating and fun, but it's also very confusing and frustrating at times. Doom 64 is frustrating as well. Well, we're either gonna have a landslide or one of the most like, or one of the craziest upsets in history based on what I'm reading in chat. Uh, 100 with 100% of the vote. Doom 64. So that's what we're gonna move on to. Right on. I'm happy with this. I would have been happy either way, but all right. So let me get things switched over here. Thank you for replying to the poll, my friends. I appreciate it. And I guess I better put the warning on. Since Doom is a mature rated game. Don't want anyone wandering in for a game that they're not prepared for. Unanimous, exactly. Doom gets my vote to continue tonight's theme of baffled wandering. I mean, I kind of feel like baffled wandering is a theme of my channel in general, not just tonight's stream. Okay, so let me switch over to the Nintendo 64. I'm going to step away for a very brief moment, my friends, and then I will be back with you for Doom in just a few short seconds. So just stand by, and I'll see you very shortly.